2,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated and love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor.
And, Coach, we come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Watch him now, Barney!
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Njoku. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. First down, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Watch him now, Barney! Watch him now, Barney!
Mayfield on first down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the feet, looking for Benjamin, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
On second down, Mayfield again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Third and long for Mayfield. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Slow.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On third down, Taylor. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And nothing but daylight ahead. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers have taken a first quarter lead. Now the try here for the point after. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Gun! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Over! Detroit!
A second down throw for Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it second and short.
Detroit! Gun! Watch it now, Barney! Gun! Detroit!
Mayfield with it once more. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think
he rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
After the interception, here's Taylor. It's complete right side to Benjamin. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Escaping the pressure right. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Extra point right down the middle. Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Gun!
From the gun, Mayfield. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Detroit! Over!
A first down throw for Mayfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Over!
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Got an open man, it's Rattler. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Mayfield now from the 50. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down, Mayfield. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. And
that's caught at the 25. It's a big play there for the Browns. 42 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Detroit!
And again, it's Mayfield. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
23 yards on the play. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. On first down, it's Taylor. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back. But that's one step in the proper direction.
And that'll be incomplete. Eric Murray that time there to knock it away.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Got a man. It's complete. Williams. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up the first down.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the red zone now, here's Taylor on first down. Flushed out right. He finds his receiver, Williams, for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returnable here for Davis. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Desmond King picks it. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They go play action with Taylor. And his throw is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. And keep your eye on that man. 4 sacks last week, 1 there here in the second quarter. He can be so disruptive.
So what was he doing in the first quarter? What was going on?
Took a nap.
I think he tried to lull him to sleep a little bit. Like, yeah, okay, maybe you've got me this week. No longer. And you know, with the 4 sacks last week, it's obvious he gets his in flurries.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Landry now on the return. Spins away. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Now, Barney! Detroit! Gun! All right, now, Lucky 56! 57, Mike 57. Detroit! Watch him now, Barney!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
All right, now, Lucky 56! All right, now, Lucky 56!
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, Taylor throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On third down, Taylor. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
To me, the defense was a little gassed near the end of the first half, but they come out of the locker room with a little extra spring in their step. Wonder what they did at halftime to get them so motivated.
I don't know, but that sack looked good. Now let's see if they can build on the momentum of that play. Here's Donnie Jones now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Landry. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score some points. Now, the last part remains to be seen, but they got the first part done very well.
Do people use grease boards, or you mean the magic marker boards?
Yeah, those two.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Flush to his right, and that's going to be incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On third down, Mayfield being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trevor Williams with a pick. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's 3 yards. Now Taylor on first down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very solid gain of 27.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's second down. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Third and long, it's Taylor. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it at midfield.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield with it once more. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I bet you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Oh, he sheds himself free. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
2nd and 10 now, it's Taylor. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. He's looking for another 4-sack game. That's how many he had last week. That's his 3rd.
And when I watch him rush the passer, the thing that always comes to mind for me is how well he uses his hands. The martial arts stuff that a lot of guys do in the offseason to work on those, paying dividends for him. He's getting home in a big way.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Here's Donnie Jones now as he's on to punt for L.A. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Leopard! Gone!
1st down, Mayfield. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 2nd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down again.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney! Detroit!
From the gun, Mayfield. Completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves them well short for 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And he missed it. That was neither far enough. It wasn't even on target. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
And they'll run it here. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And no, it's incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Mayfield to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw, Mayfield. It's caught, Beckham. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And now running right through it. Nifty move. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Returnable here for Davis. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Mayfield now. Got an open man. It's Ratley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Over!
Mayfield now on second down. And now here is another interception. Desmond King picks it, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Oh, Taylor going to throw. Allen has it, left side. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, here's Taylor. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Taylor. And this is incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
Over the middle to Beckham. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. One last shot from Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for our visitors, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.